Okay, in this video, I'm going to format the axes of my time series graph. Notice from the last video, when I created the time series graph, I have changed this back to a solid line rather than a dashed line. There are three things I'm going to do here. I'm going to start with um, if I go up to Format, again, I can select different areas of the chart. What I want to do is format the um, horizontal axis. So notice that it's highlighted here and it pulls up this format axis option. What I'm going to do is I'm going to there's a bunch of white space to the left and a bunch of white space to the right. So I'm going to recalibrate the axis from its default from 1750 to 2050. I change that to 1784. And I'm going to change this one to 2028. The reason I chose those is because that gives me a tiny bit of white space on the end of either of those. So that gives me, that eliminates the white space on either edge. The other thing I want to do is change the major and minor units. I'm going to change the major units here. I'll say 24. And I'm going to change the minor units. I can make those, I'll do half. I'll make those 12. Okay. And notice that the grid lines in here have changed as a result, but now I have a small number of years on the horizontal or x-axis to help me identify different points in the time series. Now I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to come up to the vertical axis. Now that I have that highlighted, um, the minimum and the maximum here are fine. What I want to do is change the number. I need a little bit more, I'd like a little bit more significance there. So it's pretty straightforward what we're looking at. So I'm going to change this to number and notice the decimal place is 2. Um, it helps to identify that these are proportions. So um, this line here represents a 60% turnout rate. I could have changed this. I could have multiplied each of these by 100 to change that to 11.6% and 6.3% and 20.1%. But these are proportions, so I'm going to leave them that way for the time being or for the purposes of this video. But changing it to 2 decimal places there is a good indicator that those are proportions. So I have that, and I'm going to change my major unit there from the default of 0.1. I'm going to change that to 0.2, and I'm going to change the minor unit to 0.1. And notice that it added a 1 up there, so I'm going to change that back to 0.9. And that messed with the minimum, so I'm going to change that back to 0. And that gives me a small number of numbers. So this is data efficiency. It's the data to ink ratio. I have a small number of numbers representing a large number of numbers. So I have the 2 axes set. I want to do something about the grid lines now. So I'm going to go over to this chart elements, and grid lines appear here. And if I click on that, you notice by default that the primary major horizontal and vertical are selected. So I'm going to get rid of the primary major vertical, and I'm going to add the primary minor horizontal. And I'll click off of that and notice then that I see these grid lines, darker grid line and a lighter grid line. So one other thing that I'm going to do here, and go back up to the format, and I will pick again, the vertical axis. and I'm going to come to the paint bucket here and line, and I'm going to select no line. And all that does is it gets rid of the line that runs along there. So again, a little bit cleaner looking. Um, One last thing, um, I will go to the plus sign here, and I'm going to do an axis title, and I want a primary vertical, and it will highlight that box there, and then I can say turnout, whoops, sorry, that's all caps, turnout proportion, turnout rate proportion. Um, One last thing I can do for all of these is I have the horizontal and vertical axes. Now, since I'm on the label here, come up here to the home key and I can change the font to something else. And I'll pick Arial for the sake of the argument. And I can make that smaller or larger. I'll leave it as it is, and I'll change this also to Arial, and I will change those to Arial as well. So I have some control over how things are displayed. So that is how you can format axes.